Before we begin, to assure that everyone enjoys this meaningful event, would you please take a moment now to turn off or silence all cell phones and other electronic devices that may detract from the enjoyment of all? Thank you. Please stand as Lillian Murphy leads us in the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner. The words to the song can be found on the last page of your program.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Jane Addams, College of Social Work, class of 2018. Good morning. Now, if you are happy and you know it, then you should be able to show it. So one more time, Jane Addams class of 2018. It is such a pleasure to see all of you, including all of the people who are in the audience. And rest assured that the people in the audience are very happy for you. So rather than wait until the end of the program to say congratulations, I want them to give you a round of applause right now. So just as I thought, they did not want to wait until the end of the program. Now, graduates, I know, just from speaking to some of you, but knowing myself from experience, that you did not attain this degree and get to where you are right now without a lot of support and help and encouragement. So please give a round of applause for all those people sitting here today who helped you. And for those of you who had a few people who were not that supportive, and in fact, you mean there were some people like that? In fact, they may have even questioned when you told them that you had been admitted to Jane Addams, may have even questioned, well, how did you get into such a prestigious school? So what I don't want you to do is to, during the ceremony, send text messages or emails if you're old school like me, or tweets like some people are known to do. And certainly when you cross this stage, do not be taking selfies as proof that you indeed are graduating or have graduated with a degree from the Jane Addams College of Social Work. So this is meant to be a celebration. I have promised the people that I report directly to, meaning the Chancellor and the Vice Chancellor, that I would be dignified and formal. I did not indicate, however, that you would be. So I do want you, while we certainly are going to have a certain amount of decorum, I want you to have a great time today. So, again, celebrate, give yourselves a round of applause. I'm going to move now to the formal program and introduce the members of the platform party. When I indicate each person's name, I ask that that person stand. And I asked you, Jane Addams class of 2018, to please follow my instructions and hold your applause until I have introduced each person, okay? Associate Dean Bonecutter, our PhD Program Director, Dr. Chang Ming Shea, from the Graduate College, Associate Dean Jonathan Art, our Pioneer Awardee, Michael D. Burns, our Commencement Speaker, Selena Roldan, Vice Chancellor Barish, and Chancellor Amaritas. You may now applaud. Now, everybody here today is special, especially our graduates. But we do have some people who are seated in section 103 who I'm going to call extra special, not more special than the graduates now, and these are Jane Addams alumni. So if you're Jane Addams alum anywhere in this building, please stand. And I see we have some proud people all over this building. Thank you very much for being here and being a part of this celebration. I now have the distinct honor of introducing our Chancellor, Dr. Michael Amaritas. He became our 9th Chancellor in March of 2015. And during his tenure to date, UIC established clear priorities for the future, surpassed 30,000 students for the first time in its history, and began an ambitious new phase of construction of much-needed facilities. He has strengthened the university's relationship with the city of Chicago and engaged in an effort to bring greater national and international visibility to UIC. With a background in chemical engineering, Chancellor Amaritas holds degrees from the Aristotle University of Thessaloniki and the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Please welcome our Chancellor.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to UIC's spring commencement ceremonies. For those of you who are visiting us today, I know that this ceremony can be intimidating. We wear these black robes. We appear to be very serious in our posture. We march slowly down the middle of the graduates. You don't know exactly what to expect. And frankly, I see that you are kind of quiet and reserved, although I hope you had plenty of coffee already this morning. But you know, as Dean Harrison pointed out, this is a celebration. So don't worry about being reserved. This is your opportunity to show our graduates how proud you are of them. It's your opportunity to clap, to shout, to scream, to make a lot of noise as you demonstrate your intense emotions for our graduates. And I have to admit, we started well with Dean Harrison, but there is room for improvement. Our graduates want you to do this, and they really deserve to feel this building shaking when I say, congratulations, class of 2018. We're getting there. We're getting there. Families, mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, grandparents, spouses, partners, children, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, friends, whoever you are, neighbors, that you are here today, thank you. Thank you for raising your voices. Thank you for being here today. And thank you for everything that you have done over the last few years to support our students. Our graduates have shown you the appreciation that they have for everything that you have done. I also want to thank your professors, your mentors, and the UIC staff members. These are the ones who help you climb over mountains of papers and walk across long valleys of lectures and exams when you couldn't even see the other side. And frankly, sometimes it was by design that you were not seeing the other side yet. A big thank you to the people that they are sitting behind me. Please join me in thanking the faculty and the staff of the college. And please make sure before you leave today to congratulate and also thank the person that is sitting next to you, because we all know that you reached this day together. Your classmates, your study groups, those of you who did your undergraduate here, the residence hall groups, and all the other students who help you by working with you, keeping each other awake before exams and sometimes during lectures, and keeping our coffee shops in business. You're all here today as one, together. Well done. I was in this same building over a month ago welcoming over 3,000 prospective freshmen and family members. These are part of the undergraduate class of 2022. And as I was trying to recruit them, I promised them that if they join us at UIC, we will educate them to be excellent citizens and we will prepare them to be top-notch professionals in their fields. I can promise this because I'm confident that this is what you, our graduates for 2018, have received during your academic journey here. What does it mean to be a top-notch professional in the knowledge-based economy and community that we have in the 21st century? Does it simply mean knowing the facts? If this was the case, Siri and Alexa would be top-notch professionals because they know the facts. Right? And we know this is not the case because they cannot even distinguish between real facts and alternative facts. Many of us who went to school a few years ago, we didn't know anything about alternative facts because that's a more recent invention that we have. What it means to be a top-notch professional is not only to know how to use Google, but to know how to critically analyze and use the incredible amount of information that is available to you, and how to understand what is relevant, applicable, and impactful on your professional decisions and your overall career. You use this information, you know how to do it to solve problems. And as important as knowledge is your appreciation and experience of working in teams, sometimes participating, sometimes leading the team. your understanding and appreciation of diverse perspectives, which we always know that they lead to much better solutions, and your understanding and appreciation of continuously learning. And finally, you cannot have lasting success without an ethical foundation. And through your professional ethics training, but also through UIC's Code of Conduct, we have reinforced the importance of ethical principles. Producing and analyzing information, applying it to solve problems, working in teams, continuously learning, and building on a foundation of core values. I'm confident we have given you what you need to succeed in your professional careers. I'm also confident that we have prepared you to be excellent citizens. And we do this because we have a strong self-interest. After all, democracies are only as good as their citizens are. This university and its faculty, the people behind me, have shown you by example what community engagement means and how you can be active participants improving the lives of others around you. We have offered you in practice every day a global perspective. Just look around you today. Look around you in this building, and you will see people from all over the world. You may even find somebody else with a funny Greek accent, like mine. We have taught you how to be inclusive and to respect others, and we have taught you not to be afraid of other cultures and not to be stuck on labels. And finally, we have shown you, especially in the social and the health sciences, how to be compassionate and help those who have fallen in hard times and really need your support. Locally engaged, globally aware, inclusive and compassionate, and once again, building on a foundation of core ethical principles. I'm also confident that we have given you what you need to be excellent citizens. You're ready. You are ready to face the changes and the challenges of this century. You are ready to rally behind important causes and make your voices heard. You are ready to tear down walls and build bridges instead. You are ready to be at the forefront. You are ready to be at the forefront and to define the future. And please remember that after all, this is the tradition and the legacy of the UIC graduates that you're about to join. Congratulations, class of 2018, and Godspeed.
It's now my pleasure to introduce to you the faculty of Jane Addams College of Social Work. As I call their names, I ask that you hold your applause until all their names are called, and then show your appreciation after that, okay? Cheng Ming Shea, Carol Taylor, Charles Humanu, Cassandra McKay Jackson, Amy Watson, Henrika McCoy, James Swartz, Barbara Coates, Sonia Leathers, Nerida Rosales, Lisa Salvador, Julie Fisher, Kimberly Jenkins, Jennifer Geiger, Aaron Gottlieb, Karen D'Angelo, Jack Liu, Brandon McLeod, Christopher Mitchell, Alice Butterfield, Annette Johnson, Christina Denard, Otima Doyle, Edward Potts, and Rob Wilson.
For those of you who got a little carried away and did not follow instructions, I know who a few of you are. You were like, and you don't have your degrees yet. All right. Moving on, I have a special pleasure here to introduce our commencement speaker, Selena Roldan. Ms. Roldan joined the American Red Cross of Chicago and Northern Illinois as CEO in March of 2016. This is the fourth largest region of the American Red Cross. Now, all of us know what the Red Cross is, but you may not know that our region responds to 1,200 disasters annually and has an annual budget of approximately $16 million. The Chicago and Northern Illinois region covers 21 counties and teaches health, safety, and disaster preparedness skills to more than 250,000 people annually. Prior to joining the Red Cross, she served as the executive director of Erie Neighborhood House, which was founded in 1870, yes, 1870, not 1970, to strengthen low-income, primarily Latino families through skill building, access to critical resources, advocacy, and collaborative action. Ms. Roldan has extensive and significant community development experience. She was recently honored by Chicago Woman as a 2017 Woman Driving Excellence. She was also named by the United Way of Metropolitan Chicago as the 2016 Community Leader of the Year. She served on Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel's education transition team and his early childhood task force. In 2015, she participated in the German Marshall Memorial Fellowship, a month-long leadership development program in Europe focused on supporting and fostering the transatlantic relationship between the United States and Europe. Ms. Roldan holds a master's degree in early childhood administration from National Louis University and a master's degree and a bachelor's degree in social work from the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Ms. Roldan.
Good morning. Thank you, Dean Harrison. It is a sincere honor and pleasure to be here with you today and the esteemed graduates of the Jane Addams College of Social Work. Congratulations, graduating class of 2018. I am honored to stand with you today in this watershed moment after many long hours, much challenging study. And today, 240 of you will receive your master's in social work and 6 of you will receive your PhD. You have worked extraordinarily hard. I am so proud to be part of your moment. Proud because you are pursuing a career and calling that is integral to the core of who I am. Today, I stand before you as the Chief Executive Officer of the American Red Cross for Chicago and Northern Illinois, a 135-year organization founded by a woman, Claire Barton, on the Civil War battlefield committed to humanitarian aid in the face of emergency. And while I'm proud to be part of the Red Cross, my passion for social work began long before I joined the Red Cross just 2 short years ago. My life in social work started maybe even before I really knew it. Having grown up watching 2 parents who continually fought for vulnerable and marginalized communities, fighting to give a voice to those who did not have a voice. My parents, Puerto Ricans from New York, came from very humble beginnings to Chicago 40 years ago. My father, who served 13 months in Vietnam and was awarded a Bronze Star, taught me that in war, there's no reason why one person lives and one person dies. He told me that he came back to live his life in honor of those that had died in his arms. 40 years ago, my father started Hispanic Housing Development Corporation, one of the largest nonprofits in the Midwest, which has developed over 4,000 units of affordable housing. My mother is one of you, a proud graduate of the Jane Addams College of Social Work. She went to the university while raising my brother and me. When I was a child, I remember her studying here and counseling Chicago public school students as she pursued her master's and doctoral degrees. I clearly remember her writing her thesis and her dissertation on the experiences of a Latino family member living with HIV and AIDS. I vividly remember helping my mother type the last pages of her dissertation because she could not type through the tears, knowing that several of her research participants had succumbed to AIDS-related illnesses by the time she finished her dissertation. Watching them lead lives of service was my true inspiration to make social work my life's calling. After receiving my bachelor's and master's degrees in social work from the University of Wisconsin at Madison, I began to work at Erie Neighborhood House, one of the original settlement house organizations serving predominantly low-income Latino families. So social work is in my blood. It inspires me and it drives me, and having joined the Red Cross, the largest humanitarian organization in the world, I have learned that leading a life of service takes many forms. Social work is a calling. Now more than ever, social work matters. Each of you are needed more than you've ever been needed before. Many of you want to help, you want to serve, yet you question how you are going to actually be able to make a difference. You all will have a role to play in making a difference in changing the world. No matter whether you counsel school children, have a private practice, if you're a CEO or a hospital administrator, you will be called to serve. Yet you never quite know or will be able to predict how and when you will be called, but I am confident that you will be ready. I would have never thought, as the CEO for the American Red Cross, for the fourth largest Red Cross in our country, that during Hurricane Harvey, I would be called to report to Houston with less than 48 hours notice to assist with critical outreach to the undocumented and Latino communities living in tremendous fear and therefore not accessing critical relief. Nor would I have thought that 2 weeks later, I'd be sitting at my desk in a red dress ready for an event that evening, and I would be called to assist the first humanitarian flight of Puerto Rican evacuees coming into Chicago escaping Hurricane Maria. And you know what I did when that happened? And what you will do as well? I ran home, changed out of that red dress, put on a Red Cross vest, and ran to the airport to help receive over 340 people that had been through one of the most traumatic experiences of their lives. Today, we are in the midst of some of the impact of the greatest political, social, environmental change and turmoil our children, families, and communities may ever see in their lifetime. And as social workers, you will be the ones to see us through. At the Red Cross, I have the honor and privilege of working with many dedicated people. One such person is an incredible 2014 Jane Addams College of Social Work graduate, Diana Spathis-Locke. Diana leads our Red Cross mental health program. Do you know where Diana served this year? She took the skills that she learned at this university, and Diana deployed to both Las Vegas and Parkland after the shootings to counsel young people and the community. Diana said that being able to do this work was one of the most tragic experiences of her life, and yet one of the most fulfilling. You are empowered. You have chosen a profession whereby you can bring people and our world together and propel communities forward. You can choose to give a voice to those that are silenced. You can choose to demand that dignity, social justice are heard and understood. As 2018 represents the 50th anniversary of the death of Martin Luther King Jr., it astounds me that we are here 50 years later with many steps forward, yet much of his work still to be pursued. Fragments of a dream still needing to be the new reality. As Dr. King said 51 years ago in his The Other America speech, it is much easier to integrate a lunch counter than it is to guarantee a livable income and a good, solid job. It is much easier to guarantee the right to vote than it is to guarantee the right to live in sanitary, decent housing conditions. It is much easier to integrate a public park than it is to make genuine, quality, integrated education a reality. Now more than ever, social work matters. Our work continues, and it is difficult, but social work is who you are. It is your calling, bearing witness to the human tragedy and condition and uncovering the victories, sometimes big and sometimes small, and turning them into triumph. You have it in your blood. You have it in your heart. You have heeded the call. The time is now. All you need to do is step out and serve. Congratulations.
Could we get another round of applause for that inspirational message? Thank you. Thank you very much, Ms. Rodon. It's like very, very powerful and very, very moving. And we know that social work matters. We do matter, each and every one of us. The Jane Addams College of Social Work Pioneer Award was established not to recognize just an old person, because I know some of you think that's what pioneer is, but to recognize alumni who have made significant, innovative, and pioneering contributions to a community, state, or nation. And these contributions have shaped or changed social conditions, practice, or policies consistent with the mission of the Jane Addams College of Social Work. The recipient of the 2018 Pioneer Award is Mr. Michael D. Burns. Mr. Burns is a 1998 graduate of the college, and he retired from the Illinois Department of Children and Family Services in December of 2016 after more than 42 years of service. During that time, he had several positions, including caseworker, statewide local area network coordinator, and statewide permanency enhancement administrator. He was one of the original members and later served as chairperson of the African American Advisory Council. Under his leadership, the council was relentless in advocating for racial equity and the provision of culturally sensitive, appropriate, and competent services to African Americans. Michael, I prefer to say Mr. Burns, though when I see him, I say Michael Burns. Michael also led efforts to reduce the disparity and disproportionality of African American children in foster care and to improve their placement stability and their permanency. He did this by partnering with several universities, including the Jane Addams College of Social Work and the African American Family Commission. He also was engaged with partnerships with other community organizations and agencies and efforts to expand the family, I said the family, but it's family advocacy centers across Illinois. His career as a child welfare professional epitomizes the mission of the Jane Addams College of Social Work, and it is indeed an honor for me to present him with the 2018 Jane Addams College of Social Work Pioneer Award. Mr. Burns, please join me at the podium. He said, thank you. I said, you are so welcome, de nada. Will Chancellor Emeritus please join me at the podium for the conferral of degrees? And please don't get too excited here, okay? It is.
I have to look official, so you have to put my hat on.
He has to look official, so he has to put his hat on. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, we're ready. And I know all of you are ready. I know this is
That's
the
important.
moment you've been waiting for, right? It is my pleasure to introduce the following program administrators who will present their degree candidates. The PhD and MSW candidates will please rise after the administrators have stipulated their degrees. Everybody's ready, right? So, Associate Dean Jonathan Art of the Graduate College will present the candidates for the degree Doctor of Philosophy.
Chancellor Emeritus, upon the recommendation of the faculty and by vote of the Senate, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy please rise? They have risen.
Upon these recommendations and by the authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the Doctor of Philosophy degree for which you have been recommended and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of that degree. Congratulations.
Will the new recipients of the Doctor of Philosophy please come upon the platform to be hooded and to be recognized? Lori Crowder, whose dissertation was entitled Managing Ties in Time, Men's and Women's Reports of Relationships During Men's Incarceration and Reentry. Ifra Muhammad Magan, whose dissertation is entitled Stories of Somali Refugees in Chicago, Exploring Roots and Routes of Migration. Caitlin L. O'Grady, Culturally Competent Mental Health Practice, a case study of an organization serving Latino immigrants. Janice Sayer, Structural Stigma and Health for Persons with Mental Illness. Suhad Tabahi Salim, How the East Views the West, an examination of trends and attitudes of Arab citizens on the United States.
A round of applause for all of our doctoral graduates. I like to say for the graduates in red. Associate Dean Bonecutter will present the candidates for the Master of Social Work degree.
Chancellor Emeritus, upon the recommendation of the faculty and by vote of the Senate, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degree of Master of Social Work. Will the candidates for the Master of Social Work degree please rise?
Upon these recommendations, and by the authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the Masters of Social Work degree for which you have been presented and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of that degree. You may now move your tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations.
Will the new recipients of the Master of Social Work degree come upon the platform to be recognized?
Easton Joyce. Haley Morelli. Alicia Tapia. Melissa Jaros. Daniel Nagler. Adam Joseph Paul. Madeline E. Arroyo. Dale Preston Carter. Katie Schrems. Bridget Claire O'Connell. Avi Rudnick. Javier Sanchez. Meredith Travis Wilkinson. Leah Shefsky. Michelle Coletti. Caitlin Marie Whittinghill. Anne Marie Church. Jane Elizabeth Frumberg. Carly Gelb. Natalie Mary Sumaras. Angela Dockery. Gabriella Valentines. Laura Spooner. Alexandra Tatulis. Catherine Brigitte Niederowski. Lauren E. Strom. Lauren Sheridan. Allison Ann Roberts. Joshua R. Bryant. Yara Shadid. Jennifer Ann Coast. Jasmine A. Caston. Bernadetta Labno. Gotham Balasubramanian. Maria Suzanne Catulano. Maura Eileen Duffy. Karen Louise Vandenbranden. Allison L. Tarr. Claire L. Leone. Jenna M. Morin. Heather D. Verdak. Julia M. Hector. Melanie Rose Studnicka. Mulani Garcia. Samantha Lintner. Jordan Elizabeth Nalloway. Brianne Rose Revuli. Christine Elizabeth Scolario. Jamie Graer. Emily L. Hollum. Ashley Baker. Angelique White Millwood. Renisha Mack. Stephanie Kalustian. Angel Marie Ninny. Ying Zhao. Maritza Aceves. Braca Cutler. Alexis Anya Golden. Tracy Yu. Toby Lappin. Lauren Gestis. Rachel Erin Hudgens. Samantha Lolo. Morgan Ann Helding. Kristen Ann Nelson. Petya Kuzmanova. Regina Patricia Ward. Amber Blott. Victoria Lynn Cause. Kelly Lynn Fatten. Megan Elizabeth Sudarsky. Jessica Dabsky. Kristen Svatos. Kaylee Rogers. Amani T. Simmons. Gina Migliori. Emily Elizabeth Christmas. Claire Elizabeth Walsh. Leah Oroywan. Stephanie Desposito. Kimberly Ann Kolak. Jessica Moreno. Lizbeth Garcia. Sonia Soto. Rosa Y. Ortega. Yumaira Michelle Ayala. Elizabeth Calderon. Melanie Pang. Marley Silvestri. Andrea Petra. Calvin Berg. Adrienne Beatrice Hedberg. Helena A. Asefa. Alexandra Slinger. Helen Zongo Brun. Arturo Huizar. Lindsay Marie Scott. Brock Gunderklein. Kathleen Adeline Green. Diana Lydia Balea. Victoria Carbonell. Maria Santiago. Tiana Watkins. Rika Diane P. Del Rosario. Melissa Mendes. Catherine Marie Hunt. Eleanor Hunter. Rhiannon Denise Davis. Kayla Parks. Irene Gonzalez. Jane Kaufman. Janeth Vasquez. Lucia Margarita Gonzalez. Vera Jeanette Hosley. Yemna G. Khan. Ariel Chanel Gia Fox. Alexis S. Brown. Mariellen Zaborowski. Maria Carranza. Pamela Benitez. Cynthia Lopez. Jeanette Reuter. Ruth Mans. Celeste Hall. Takadia Thompson. Courtney Lynn O'Donnell. Teray Wilson. Terrence Sinabajije.
Montel Johnson is next. He doesn't have his card.
Montel Johnson. Victoria Lynn O'Connor. Nico Salemi. Georgina Harrow. Katerina M. Rios. Catherine Yasette Medham. Elizabeth Catherine Werner. Alexis Yvette Lopez Palomar. Erin Kathleen Richards. Caitlin Sarah Annette. Paige Nicole Pickerel. Emma Marie Mayot Buto. Vanessa Joy King. Emma Gates Kornhauser. Alicia Lynette Gonzalez Gross. Nicole Evans. Erin Lynn Ross. Nora Mae Cronin. Mercedes Rachel Baker Culp. Mercedes B. Herrera. Jillian Caldwell. Brittany Nicole Autry. Amber Lindy. Michelle Lauren Meyer. Gwen Elizabeth Tagmeyer. Declan Deely. Jesse Huerta. Shaquila Cleopatra Ann Lasher. Erica Foster. Hillary Rose Dvorak. Elizabeth Aziel Bonilla. Anastasia Andreeva. Lisa Garcia. Kara Thompson. Hunter Nicole Nelson. Sarah Gascoigne. Ashley Phillips. Jontel Janae Hines. Michelle Lopez Tinoco. Jeannie Barrios. Taylor Ann Pasquale. Tonaltson Martinez. Molly Christine Berger. Gabrielle Young. Priscilla Marie Haynes. Courtney M. Cutlip. Nicole Noreen Maida. Haley E. Meyer. Rebecca Lopez. Sean Lauren Green. Zaya Gillogy. Danielle Ann Doherty. Rose Tosh. Hannah Rose Shear. Amber Nicole Procida. Daisy Lemus. Erica Lazaro. Cynthia Martinez. Deidre Laborde. Emily Elizabeth Deo. Alana Jill Friedman. Devereaux Hall. Marla Mykor. Molly Nora Finley. Sarah Rachel Donahue. Olivia Joy Pinzoff. Sarah Louise McDowell. Emma Kathleen Foytick. Justine Delilah Gama. Hortensia Vara Fuentes. Hajit Sherman. Emily Lucille Lata. Tova Hadas Gottlieb. Danielle J. Keel. Victoria Marie Danner. Maggie May Volkman. Megan Rose Luers. Kaylee Ariel Eisenstein. Megan Janine Nogaski. Michael Rogelio Vargas. Claire Elizabeth Rohde. Lisbeth Montes. Jennifer A. Giudino. Faith K. Ostrowski. Martin Abel Sandoval. Sergio Torres. Rachel Neffner Snally. Sylvia Salas. Jennifer I. Ramirez. Mario Martinez. Sarah Dolores Terzic. Jose Manuel Ortiz. Liz Gabriela Alvarado. Kristen K. Lundeen. Robert Emmett Davies. Natalie Mead Merrick.
Well, I guess I don't have to say give yourselves another round of applause. You've done a great job. I am proud to introduce Bessie Sultan Akamoa, our Jane Addams alumni representative, who will bring you greetings.
Thank you, Dean Harrison. I also want to say congratulations to Michael Burns. We both worked at the Department of Children and Family Services. Dean Harrison, I saw no selfies on the stage. Chancellor Emeritus, I think I felt the floor shaking under my feet. They did a great job. Fellow alumni, congratulations. Today, you join the ranks of more than 200,000 graduates of this campus who are part of the largest living alumni body in the United States. You are graduates of Jane Addams College of Social Work. You have earned the honor of being alumni. Your careers and the values by which you live will reflect upon the education you received at UIC. Alumni hold a special place for their alma mater. For us, the Jane Addams College of Social Work is a part of the story of our lives. We all have a story of how we came to Jane Addams. Our life story directed us to this university. Some of us came up here directly from your undergraduate program. I, as many others, worked in the field before coming to Jane Addams. I worked with the Department of Children and Family Services. I was hired as a career trainee and was quickly promoted to a supervisor with the title of Social Worker 3 without a degree in social work. I knew very quickly that I needed to get a higher level education. I chose Jane Addams, one that I am so very proud of. Saying this in front of the dean and all the dignitaries is a bit challenging for me, but I have chosen to say it. There may or will be a time when you question yourself and question your graduate education. You will ask yourself, am I ready? Am I ready to work with children and families? Am I ready to work with the Chicago Public Schools, with principals, teachers, families, students? You will ask yourself, am I ready to work with the juvenile court systems? Those of you who have attained your doctorate degree, you will ask yourself, will I be able to achieve the ideals of changing social justice through my research and/or teaching? You will question yourself, and at the end of it, you will question your education. Did Jane Addams prepare you for the work that you're doing? And I'm standing here to tell you, without doubt, you will come to know that you know what you need to know, having your degree in social work from Jane Addams College of Social Work. As Chancellor Emeritus stated, you are ready. You will be ready to handle all the areas that you need to in the field. Many of us chose Jane Addams because of its reputation as a premier institution with a strong mission for social justice. In fact, Jane Addams College mission states, our work will be on behalf of the poor, the oppressed, racial and ethnic minorities, and other at-risk urban populations. And this is not an easy task. This is a challenge. And as you get further into your career, it will become more challenging. But know where your roots are. Remember your story. Embrace it and share it. Know, too, that you would never be alone in the challenge of social justice. Look to your left. Look to your right. Seriously, all of the alumni here will be fighting the challenge with you. You will not be alone. Two of my best friends are alumni. We met in 1979. Yeah, that was a really long time ago. We're still friends because we really like each other, but the glue that has held us together is our view and our values around social justice. I have a request of you. I ask that you make a few promises to this faculty and the dean who have nurtured you. Stay connected. Visit the Jane Addams College of Social Work website often. When you change your job, update your information. Stay in touch. We need your spirit. We know you have a lot of energy. We need your energy, your stories, and your involvement to enhance the experience of students who will follow you. Please consider becoming a field instructor and taking on students in the future. I know you all have stories about the field placements, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But all were learning experiences, and you will have opportunities to share that with future alumni. If you are asked to speak to a class or mentor a student, please consider doing it. Show pride in your degree in your alma mater. Display your diploma. Put it in your home or your office if it's appropriate. Show pride as to who you are. Recruit a student who is interested in social justice to study at UIC. Help ensure that UIC's reputation for academic excellence with a student body known for its intelligence, work ethic, motivation, and diversity will continue. And when you can, make a gift, no matter what the size. Every little bit does help. It will make a difference and will ensure that UIC will be here for years to come. I am proud to welcome you to the group of Jane Addams College of Social Work, our namesake. Jane Addams was quoted as saying, "True peace is not merely the absence of war, it is the presence of justice." I think that we as Jane Addams alumni are in the world to change the world, and I encourage you to stay vigilant, determined, and empowered in the fight for justice. Most recently, on April 18th, Jane Addams had its third alumni celebration. It brought many of us back together to celebrate our alma mater, but also to celebrate ourselves. At that event, we stated a mantra. It may become the mantra for Jane Addams. We shall see. Class of 2018, let us go forward with that mantra. I'm going to state it. I'm going to ask you to please join me. The mantra is, we are the spark that will ignite the future of Jane Addams College of Social Work. Are you ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. We are the spark that will ignite the future of Jane Addams College of Social Work. Thank you. Congratulations, 2018.
So how many of you remember Beyond We Are the Spark? Okay, Alicia Tapia will deliver the response for the graduating class of 2018. Ms. Tapia is a recipient of the MSW degree and is president of the Jane Addams College of Social Work Student Government Association.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Alicia Tapia, and I have had the honor of serving as student government president this past year. And what a year it has been. We have all grown so much over the last years, both personally and professionally. And I'm sure I can speak for all of us when I say that it feels really good to be here today, celebrating all that we've put into getting these degrees. The sacrifices we've made, the long hours we've put in, the number of pages we've written, articles we've read, work we've done for little to no pay, miles we've commuted to and from school and internship, and the time and effort we've put into our education. It all finally pays off today. Now, we as social workers tend to be wired a bit differently than everyone else. My mom told me when I was a child, despite my dreams of being a teacher, that I would become a social worker because of my big heart. I didn't believe her at first, but over the last several years, learning about myself and meeting others with the same passions as mine in the field, I see how right she was. We all have this need to take care of people, to help others, to fix things, to analyze problems skillfully taking the perspectives of others, and putting everyone and everything at the forefront of our priority list, all because we simply care so much. What will make us so successful in our careers is the sincerity in our passion to serve others, our willingness to learn about different people, cultures, and values, our empathetic nature and problem solving, our ability to work as a team, and lastly, our strengths-based work ethic that allows us to see what many others truly can't. Although we are in a field that is rooted in the service of others, today is about us. It's about the path we've chosen, the life of giving we've committed to, and the promise we've made as social workers to advocate on behalf of those who cannot do so themselves. I feel an overwhelming sense of gratefulness, pride, accomplishment, and excitement as we graduate today. I'm grateful to know that this morning I walk with people who have also chosen a career path dedicated to impacting the lives of others. It is empowering to be here amongst a group of genuinely remarkable people who have dreams that reach far beyond this stage. I feel proud and accomplished that through each adversity and every obstacle we face throughout the duration of our program, we have displayed resilience and are here today to claim a battle won. Finally, in a world filled with countless injustices, incredibly complex and pressing challenges, I am excited to be one of the 246 graduating today committed to making a difference. This year, I've had the pleasure of working with Chicago Public Schools as a social work intern at 2 different elementary schools in the city, where I was able to gain direct clinical experience in the field. And before every group therapy session I lead with these 4 second-grade boys, I ask each of them to tell me one positive thing and one negative thing to share with the group. And one boy in particular is so quick to raise his hand every week to tell me that the one positive thing that he looks forward to is our time together during group each week. And it's moments like these that happen to each of us throughout our day where we see the hard work we do actually affecting lives and creating change even in the smallest of ways. It's the thank yous we'll get, the smiles we'll see, the day-to-day evidence that will show us that we really do make a difference. These lasting victories will give us the energy we need to be the absolute best social workers that we can be. To my fellow graduates, congratulations on each and every one of your accomplishments throughout your time here at UIC Jane Addams College of Social Work. Always remember the importance of self-care. Be kinder to yourself, and then let your kindness flood the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Tapia, for, again, inspiring words for our graduates as you move on. Another round of applause for the class of 2018. At the conclusion of this program, I invite graduates, their families, and friends to join us for a reception in the Student Services Building, which is just west of this building. I ask that the audience please remain seated until faculty and the graduates have marched out. Banner carriers, please retrieve your banners. I thank all of you for coming. The 2018 commencement program of the Jane Addams College of Social Work is now ended. Thank you.